This is Nigeria. You want to know what's going on? Relax, I will tell you. Now, Chatham House for Nigerian politicians have become the big deal in our politics this time. Presidential candidates fly into the UK to brief the world about their agenda for wanting to become Nigeria's next president come 29th May 2023. How relevant will the Chatham House outing for the presidential candidates be in the February 25th presidential election? This is our discussion today. Stay with me on this one. Towards the end of 2022, the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was at the Chatham House. Nigerians came heavy on him when he began delegating questions from the audience to his campaign team to answer, a move that many saw as an insult to the nation on a foreign platform. After Tinubu's outing at the Chatham House, invitation was also extended to Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Many looked up to it to see if it would turn out to become another embarrassing moment for the nation. Few days ago, Peter Obi came on the Chatham stage. Here is his message of hope for Nigerians. Watch.
We will be that intangible assets of securing the country, making sure that we govern to rule of law. We will fight corruption. That we have a record that is the only National Assembly member who refused to buy property of government when it was offered to all National Assembly members. You can go and look at his record. If you have seen anywhere he has compromised or put himself in a transactional position. And I'll stop running. I know how I approached him. And I told him, I am the you who owe it to save our people. That's why we came together. And we came back and said, we'll work as a team. We'll solve this problem. Go and check my record. I've governed the state for 8 years. And I've challenged everybody. Paul, you were there. I've been the only governor till today. The day I left office, I was not owing salary, pension, gratuity, or any contract or any supplier. And I left in 3 banks in Nigeria, which I say every day. Access Bank of Nigeria, Fidelity Bank of Nigeria, and Diamond Bank. I left over $150 million. I didn't say naira. And I have over 30 billion naira. And Anambra State, you can go and verify anywhere. I've never had a bottle. Anambra State have never bought me. There's no land allocated directly or indirectly by me, and I've signed over several thousands of CFO. Anambra has never bought me a bottle of water since I left office. So you can go. We will fight and stop corruption. The first thing about stopping corruption is yourself. If you're not involved, your wife is not involved, your family is not involved, those around you are not involved, you reduce it by over 50%. We're going to turn around the power sector. Nigeria generates about, today, 56,000 megawatts of electricity for 200 million people. And South Africa, the second biggest in terms of economy in the continent,
5 to 6,000.
5 to 6,000, that's been 5 to 6,000, sorry. And South Africa, the second biggest economy, 60 million people, generates about 40 to 50,000. And South Africa, in the past 3 months, have declared emergency in power and said anybody can generate up to 100 megawatts without license. So somebody who is 60 million, generating about over 40,000, declared emergency. What do you think somebody with 2 million people generating 5 to 6,000 will do? War. I'm going to declare war on power and I'll solve it. Anybody who stands on the way, so be it. Foreign investor is like bee and honey. All you need is to create honey. The way bee will find the place is very simple. Foreign capital is scared of corruption, is scared of bad policies, is scared of where there's no rule of law. You need to put a regulatory environment that makes it conducive. You need to secure it. That is at the heart of what Dati and I are offering.
Obi narrated why and how he chose his running mate, Senator Dati Baba Ahmed. A man he perceived to be an honest and incorruptible public servant who refused to acquire government properties when it was offered to him when he was in the National Assembly as a honorable member. It's very clear they both share the same ideology of public service. Obi offered Nigerians hope for the future, talked about electricity and building the economy of Nigeria. In all what he said, you can clearly see the zeal and the dedication to make Nigeria work again. A question was thrown at Obi to test if he is an ethnic bigot. The answer he gave will wow you. Check it out yourself. Watch.
Gentleman right in the corner, yes, so, yes, you. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and one question, please.
All right, thank you. My name is Ajiboye Tumishi from Huddersfield University. So my question is simple. The activities of the hip-hop in Nigeria is on alarming rate every day. And with all the policy, beautiful ideas that you've listed down, sir, without tackling security head on, they are impossible. So, one of the allegations given to you is that you've not condemned the activities of the hip-hop. So, and tackling of security.
Can you sum up, please?
Let me land. Tackling of security.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's.
Sorry, I'm a student. We have to line. Tackling of security. How will you tackle it, sir? Are you introducing
Please.
Are you introducing state police, or are you threatening the federal government security apparatus? Thank you.
Maybe you're not following me. Even yesterday, I spoke about Biafra being ended 53 years ago. It's all over the place in this place. I condemn all agitators, but in condemning them, you have to look at what brought about these agitations all over the place. It's not only IPOB. We have Yoruba Nation movement. We have all sorts. When you have created this level of massive poverty, where 63% of your population is poor, you're going to create all sorts of problems. I was speaking to a British minister this morning. I said we have about 40% unemployment. And we have about 60% youth unemployment. Young people in their productive age doing nothing. If you have 15% unemployment in Britain today, you're going to have massive, remember, agitation. Nobody will be able to leave his house. So what you're seeing is a cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years, which will be solved by good governance. When people start seeing justice, fairness, and inclusive government and doing the right thing, all those things will start reversing itself. And that is what me and that is offering. I will talk and discuss with all agitators. There's nothing wrong in that. People agitate even in my house, and I talk with them.
That was a brilliant answer. How can a country have 40% unemployment rate and 60% youth unemployment rate and expect to be peaceful? Hunger is enough to cause agitation anywhere. A hungry man is an angry man. When the policies of government favors all, cutting across all regions in the federation, there won't be anything like agitation. Good governance is the only answer to agitations in Nigeria. Peter Obi said he would dialogue with all agitators and find a lasting solution to their problems. He even said people agitate in his house every day and he always finds a way to solve their problem. Here is a man who by all indices has come out clean to serve this country. The PDP and the APC are busy fighting themselves over corruption allegations hanging over their heads. But Peter Obi is busy dishing out the message of hope to all Nigerians, home and abroad. To end this discussion, how proud is the Labour Party about the outing of their presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, at the Chatham House? Let's find out. Watch.
When I started working as a spokesperson for this great Nigerian, I was affected with his affection. But today, as the days go by, I am now infected with his personality. This man has just dazzled the world with his brilliance and convinced the world with his clarity. I have not seen a man who has started rewriting the history of Nigeria, beautifying Nigeria even before he's sworn in as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as I know he will by May 29. Look at, I am proud of a principal who became so stingy that he could not even share his questions to other people. He answered all of them. We have witnessed in Nigeria where some candidates went on international molestation of our common psyche and went there and in their generosity shared all the questions and answered none. Have you not seen the difference between a man who is responsible and responsive as a leader, who is going to bring transformative and purposeful leadership in Nigeria, with a man who shifts all the responsibilities for others? Because, of course, like I said in Arise Television, Tinubu is incapable of granting any interview. He's incapable of national debate. He's incapable of being the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I have a principal who has summarized in Chatham House in a sentence what he wants to do for Nigeria: secured, united, and productive Nigeria. That is just the summary of what he has told the world.
Okay.
He will provide security, he will unify Nigeria, and he is going to shift emphasis from consumption to production through and running, and by running, a production-centered economy driven by agrarian revolution.
All right.
And export-oriented industrialization. So he went to Chatham House to elucidate his 7-point agenda, putting flesh and describing how he's going to achieve each and every one of them. Let me tell you, Obi is a man that is already used to providing democratically engineered disruptive change. When he was the governor of Anambra State, he had no member of the House of Assembly, none. But he was able to get everything he wanted approved by the House of Assembly. He was able to get everything he wanted in Anambra State, and within 4 years, he became the number one in the whole Nigeria in all indices of measurement. In MDG goals, he was scored number one by UNDP. In the poverty rate, he was scored number one by the DG of NAPEP, the Poverty Alleviation Program, by PDP. In the network of roads, he was scored number one. He built 800 kilometers of roads. In the debt management strategy, he was scored number one by DMO. And in every other indices, yet he did not have one member of the House of Assembly when he came in as governor. This is what Obasanjo would describe as track record of ability and performance.
That was Kenneth Okonkwo, a spokesperson of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council. He pointed out the huge difference between the candidates of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and his principal, Peter Obi. He said Peter Obi has proven to be responsible and responsive, judging by the way he embraced the questions thrown at him at the Chatham House and answered them all. Whereas Tinubu, in his benevolent nature, shared all the questions to his campaign team and took responsibility of none. Peter Obi, during his time as governor of Anambra State, had no member of his party in the State House of Assembly. Yet, he performed very well in the state when he had no structures. This scorecard speaks for him, and like he will always say, go and verify. The Chatham House has really given Nigerians, home and abroad, the opportunity to interface with their presidential candidates. And I do know that this will play a major role come February 25th, when Nigerians will go to the polls to elect their next president. Finally, go collect your PVC now. Collection will end on the 29th of January, according to INEC. Be part of Nigeria Decides 2023. I'll see you soon. Don't you think you're forgetting something? Yes, the subscription button. Click on it right now.